got to be a lot of truth to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially from and then seeing what the traditional medical doctors told me. There's such a disconnect, and I said, well, somebody's got to be more right than the other, and I hitched my wagon to the right horse, I guess.
There you go. So how would you say your life is today now that you've made these changes, and it's been about a year?
Yeah, it's been a year, and well, all the changes, they came gradually. Okay, so I started in, I believe, May or June, and so let's go to end of August, end of the summer. The amount of times I go to the bathroom in the day has been dramatically cut down. I'd say about, I was averaging about 5 to 10 times a day, which was a significant decrease from all the years before. So, the urgency to go, has dropped and things like that. Lost a ton of weight, exercising, was able to go out and not have to worry about, is there going to be a bathroom there? Is it going to be a clean bathroom? Because, what the heck, am I going to be able to have enough energy just to hang out and not feel like I have to go to bed, at 8 o'clock at night? And so all that worrying, all that was on my mind all those years just kind of was able to float away. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need to worry about that anymore. And that was just awesome, and especially now up until this point, around Christmas time and a little bit after, I started getting sick again. But it turns out I had some kind of virus, or I had an infection. So it wasn't because I stopped doing all the stuff, because I stuck with it. Even through the holidays, and I love cookies. Those are my favorite things, but I didn't have any. My mom she made me some gluten-free cookies, and I think I had maybe 3 or 4 of them, and they're all still sitting in the freezer. She made me like 4 dozen, and I probably had 4 out of the whole thing, and they're still sitting in the freezer. And
that's self-control.
But you get to that point where I it's like, is it worth it? I mean, yeah, it's good, but I'd rather have a pound of chicken than 4 cookies. I mean, that's totally just everything just changes.
It does.
Your tastes are going to change. How you view food, it's all going to change, and it has to. That's the other thing.
Yeah. Well, I've often said that in my seminars and elsewhere, that if you're not at least a 7 out of 10, your biggest desire to get better, if you're not at least a 7, 8, or 9 or 10, you're not going to do what it takes to get better. And you were at that point, and that's what it takes. So now you're able to do the things you like to do. You've looked at food differently. You have a lifestyle change, and you have a blueprint to move forward the rest of your life with.
Exactly.
I taught you how to fish.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. And I'd say, after recovering from that, in the last month or two, I'd say probably has been my most dramatic increase in terms of health. I go to the bathroom twice a day.
Wow.
And it's I have a fairly long commute to work. Don't have to worry about, I gotta stop or whatever, anything like that. I get through the whole work day, not have to worry about it. I get in the car for an hour and a half ride home and don't have to worry about it. And then even when I get home, I don't have to worry. I mean, it's just that worry and the anxiety about it is gone.
So you got a life change. You've got a future. You've got peace of mind.
Yeah.
And your body totally changed. Look at you.
Yeah. I think I've lost a total of 45 pounds.
That's great.
Probably maybe 50.
That alone has
about 45 pounds.
Yeah, that alone has major health benefits.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like I can go upstairs and not be out of breath. I can actually go and run. I signed up for a 5K at the end of the month.
Good for you.
Yeah, I've been training for that, and I can complete miles of running, which I never even dreamed of in my whole life ever. What else? There's just tons of stuff. You know, I've gone out trips with my friends. You know, weekend stuff. Going to concerts again, things like that I've really missed. Just feeling better, and but at the same time, you know, I've had those spurts where I felt better before, and I would slacken. But now it's like there's no need because I have the tools.
Right.
You know, I know what to do now.
Yeah.
You know, I take the vitamins, I take the supplements, and you know, it helps. Like.
So what would you say to others who have similar problems? Do you think they might think they should check it out, perhaps?
Definitely. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to check it out.
Right.
You know, to at least come in and just talk with them. You know, even just that stage, not necessarily, you know, have to go forward and get the testing. But you know, I would recommend that, just the initial stuff, just to see like, hey, this is really where you're at on paper, and this is what, you know, I doubt your medical doctor is going to be telling you, because I've seen probably 4 or 5 medical doctors and specialists for this, and I never got any advice, anything that I've gotten from Dr. Johnson. Everything I've had to do with them was, you know, this is what you have. I got to see the next patient. You know, I'm in there for 5 minutes, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
Next guy, see you later. And I was left to do everything on my own. Like all my trust in them has, you know, really lessened, you know, from when I was, you know, young. It's like, oh, the doctors know everything, which, you know, they have a tough job too, because
Yeah.
you know, ultimately it's a business for them too, and things like that. And you know, the more patients they see, you know, the better things are going to be. And you know, they try really hard, but and not, you know, like your medical doctor, your family doctor, he's got to have like a general sense about everything, and
Yeah.
you know, he might not know, so he sends you to a specialist. And yeah, the specialist specializes in that area, but he might not know everything else that's going on with you in the broad sense. So they're just treating the disease and not the person.
Right. That's
You know,
the big
just
key.
the symptoms. And you know, sadly, the majority of you know, the United States and the population, they just want the symptoms treated. They want it to be as easy as possible. Take a pill and be done with it. But you know, for me, I never got better doing it that way. So you know, I decided I'm just going to change my life.
Well, good. Well, thanks for that share. That was fantastic.
I hope I got a good amount of information, at least from my standpoint. Out
Oh,
there.
you did a great job. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.